slash like the current books I'm reading type deal. So we're gonna start off with A Court of Mist and Fury. A Court, A-C-O-U-R-T-A-N-D-F-U-R-Y. A Court of Mist and Fury, also known as Akamov. A book by Sarah J. Maas. #1 New York Times best-selling author. Bloomsbury. The second book in the A Court of Thorns and Roses series. Masterful storytelling from #1 New York Times best-selling author Sarah J. Maas brings her sexy, action-packed series to new heights. Feyre has undergone more trials than one human woman can carry in her heart. Though she's now been granted the powers and lifespan of the High Fae, she is haunted by her time under the mountain and the terrible deeds she performed to save the lives of Tamlin and his people. As her marriage to Tamlin approaches, Feyre's hollowness and nightmares consume her. She finds herself split in two different people. One who upholds her bargain with Rysand, High Lord of the feared Night Court, and one who lives out her life in the Spring Court with Tamlin. While Feyre navigates a dark web of politics, passion, and dazzling power, a greater evil looms. She might just be the key to stopping it, but only if she can harness her harrowing gifts, heal her fractured soul, and decide how she wishes to shape her future and the future of the world in turmoil. ISBN number 97-1-63557-583. $18 US, $24.50 Canada. Bloomsbury Publishing. www.bloomsbury.com. Cover design by Patty Ratchford. Cover illustration Happy Pets. Author photograph Beowulf Sheehan. And it is a bird. I don't know what kind of bird. Holding some kind of a ring. I like this illustration. It's kind of glossy versus the matte blue, green, teal cover. I don't know what page I'm actually on because I'm also reading this on my Kindle. This book is 624 pages long, and then at the back there is a blurb, a snippet, if you will, from A Court of Wings and Ruin, which is called ACOWAR, the acronym, which is interesting because I'm pretty sure there's a war in the next book. So that's fun. There's so many car sounds here. I hate that for me. So far I have 5 author of The Wives, which is one of my favorite thriller books. A lifetime of deadly secrets all under one roof. The Wrong Family is your new obsession. You've never read anything like this. Blurb from Colleen Hoover, New York Times best-selling author. And there is a white picket fence on the cover. Have you ever been wrong about somebody? The back of the book says, Juno was wrong about Winnie Crouch. Before moving in with the Crouch family, Juno thought Winnie and her husband Nigel had the perfect marriage, the perfect son, the perfect life. Only now that she's living in their beautiful house, she sees the cracks in the crumbling facade are too deep to ignore. Still, she isn't one to judge. After her grim diagnosis, the retired therapist simply wants a place to live out the rest of her days in peace. But that peace is shattered the day Juno overhears a chilling conversation between Winnie and Nigel. She shouldn't get involved. She really shouldn't. But this could be her chance to make a few things right. Because if you thought Juno doesn't have a secret of her own, then you are wrong about her too. From the wickedly dark mind of best-selling author Taryn Fisher, The Wrong Family is a taut new thriller that's riddled with twists in all the right places. ISBN-13 number 978-1-525-81000-8. $17.99 in the US, $22.99 in Canada. www.tarynfisher.com. Author photo credit Taryn Fisher. Cover photo Archangel. Getty Images. Cover design Sean Capitan. Graydon House Books. Bookclubbish.com. I loved this book. This was one of my favorites of the year so far. And it is a thriller. And it's exactly like it says in the back. I have many a tab. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 tabs. This book is 302 pages long. And I highly recommend it. And if you haven't read any Taryn Fisher books yet, I highly recommend that as well. Okay. The next book is The Housemaid by Frida McFadden. THEHOUSEMAID. From behind closed doors, she sees everything. And the cover is blue, and it looks like door wood grain. And there's a keyhole with somebody's eye in it that is like a brown color. And the back says, there's a little quote at the top from the book. Welcome to the family, Nina Winchester says as I shake her elegant, manicured hand. I smile politely, gazing around the marble hallway. Working here is my last chance to start fresh. I can pretend to be whoever I like, but I'll soon learn that the our own daughter, and our husband, Andrew, seems more broken every day. But as I look into Andrew's handsome brown eyes, so full of pain, it's hard not to imagine what it would be like to live Nina's life. The walk-in closet, the fancy car, the perfect husband. I try on one of Nina's pristine white dresses once, just to see what it's like, but she soon finds out, and by the time I realize my attic bedroom door only locks from the outside, it's far too late. But I reassure myself, the Winchesters don't know who I really am. They don't know what I'm capable of. ISBN number 978-1-587-4257-0, $12.99 in the US, $16.99 in Canada. Psychological suspense. GrandCentralPublishing.com. Cover images from Shutterstock. Cover 2022 Hatchet Book Group Inc. A very fantastic, amazing thriller. My only Frida McFadden, but I've heard great things, and all of her books are on Kindle Unlimited. And this book has 325 pages. And unfortunately, I did not tab this book. Okay, and the last one that I'm going to talk about is Daisy Jones and the Six. The last book that I'm going to talk about is Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid, author of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which is another fantastic book. DAISYJONES ampersand THESIX. The quote on the front says, "Beautifully layered, complex. Daisy and the band captured my heart, and they're sure to capture yours too. Reese Witherspoon." The quote at the top says, "An explosive, dynamic, down and dirty look at a fictional rock band told in an interview style that gives it irresistible surface energy. Although the real power of this delicious novel is at its tender beating heart. It's an anthem and a ballad and a marvel." By Ellen Hilderbrand. The little snippet of the synopsis says, Daisy is a girl coming of age in LA in the late 60s. Sneaking into clubs on the Sunset Strip, sleeping with rock stars, and dreaming of singing at the Whiskey A Go-Go. Her voice is getting noticed, and she has the kind of heedless beauty that makes people do crazy things. Also getting noticed is the Six, a band led by the brooding Billy Dunn. On the eve of their first tour, his girlfriend Camilla finds out she's pregnant, and with the pressure of impending fatherhood and fame, Billy goes a little wild on the road. Daisy and Billy cross paths, while a producer realizes that the key to supercharged success is to put the two together. What happens next will become the stuff of legends. The making of the legend is chronicled in this riveting novel, written as if it were the oral history of one of the biggest bands of the 70s. In Daisy Jones and the Six, Taylor Jenkins Reid brilliantly captures an unforgivable place and time in an utterly distinctive voice. ISBN number 978-1 fantastic because the whole thing is written like an interview. And I have so many tabs. This is probably